cooling off. Hey, you don't have to believe everything they say.
We don't like to see drawn weapons around here.
Yeah, just fuck off.
You don't have to worry about...
They're... Oh, it's been... Now... We...
the out.
So I have heard.
Cleric's attack has been pushed back. We are preparing our counterattack.
Save your troops for the converters. We must secure the Elex supply.
I will see that is done. Why do they do it, Jax? Can't they see these attacks are hopeless?
Emotions make animals of men. Don't try to understand them. I think the time is drawing near, Elex. I think the hybrid will soon take us to the next level of evolution.
The hybrid sees all. The hybrid will be served. His is the future.
But then you and Elex never were the squeamish sort.
Killing those few soldiers took brute force. We need a more strategic approach to deal with the forces in Zakor.
That is true. But you have shown a measure of the skills that will be required. In terms of our alliance, I will ensure that our soldiers do not cause you any problems. More than that, I cannot offer you right now.
That is as I expected.
You have done well, but you should be cautious in your plans. But I can tell you how to get closer. One of my agents has reported that the rebel Alexander Zardom is hiding in northeast. He has established a hidden base there, as he too is now sought by the hybrid. Perhaps he will help you. You should find him and tell him your purpose. I am sure he can advise you how to take on the Alexators without fighting your way through an army to do it. Although you will have to.
An Alexator would never betray.
His loyalty is only to...
Why have you left a former Alexator alive? If he hasn't joined you, couldn't he be a threat?
I don't know what he is.
So I'm the...
Zardom is an outcast like you. But we don't. He has shown no interest in joining us. Perhaps he will talk to you. Maybe you...
And if he kills me...
You will benefit from talking to him? We says... Put your reputation...
What is in the hybrid's mind? Surely the infallible must know of my survival. And yet here I am, living, breathing, in contradiction of the directive. The hybrid's will commands. All Elex must be given to the hybrid. All loyalty, all duty must be to the hybrid. For the hybrid sees all. So, why has he permitted me to live? Am I still part of his plan? Or did he send me to die at the hands of my brother? Before the crash, I saw everything clearly. The hybrid's will answered everything. Now, I have only one route to answers. I must find Elex.
Even great men fall when the power of Elex is taken from them.
Zardom, once trusted advisor to the first Elexitor. And now here you are, out of Zakor, separated from the Elex that gave you your powers.
I spent many weeks in fever, haunted by visions as the Elex that had sustained me slowly drained away. But in the end, I have been able to find a way to live with it. Despite the withdrawal, Jax, I am all that I was. But you, Commander, your appearance tells me it's not going well for you. Has the transition to emotion, to free thinking, unsettled the great Commander Jax?
Don't pretend you care for my well-being, Zardom. I don't have any reason to trust you.
We are both renegades now, cast out and hunted by our own people. We need to trust each other.
Perhaps. My raider was shot down. Calyx declared that I had failed my mission for the directive, and so must be executed. But I still live, and I am searching for the truth of what happened to me. I hope you can help me discover what that truth is.
You want my help with that? And what exactly is it that you think I can do?
I need weapons.
Elex withdraw. You will need to spend your time and your strength. Judicator, then you must find someone from among the free peoples.
Why would... You were an Elexitor, the highest rank and honor amongst our people, and yet you left Zakor. Why?
Tarek, the first Elexitor, is following a course with the other Alexitors that I cannot. His mind is clouded. He cannot see the bigger picture clearly anymore.
And what is the bigger picture?
You have spent enough time away from Zakor. You must see the directive with different eyes now. But I put myself into exile so that I wouldn't have to discuss such things. Maybe one day the time to speak will come, but that is not today. I have found my place out here, and I will keep...
You...
With some, they judge you for your deeds as an Elexitor.
They fear you.
Yes, as I said, it was difficult at the beginning. There were some who recognized me, but I want to live in peace here.
Help me reach the...
You know unauthorized access to the palace. Without the correct codes, you won't get past the first defensive wall. The automated defenses will kill you before you...
Then I will give you the access codes.
From who? Any Alb who identifies you. How will you get the access codes without fighting our...
I will have to fight.
That should be the last of your worries. You have other things to achieve. However, the fact remains that you will need to lure... Soldiers who are sent into the lands of the free people rarely carry the codes to the inner areas of the Ice Palace. But then you know that the security of the Ice...
What would make the troops leave Zakor?
The directive, the great plan, and the highest goal of all Albs. Elex must continue to be extracted. They will only leave their fort...
And the only way I can think of to stop the flow of Elex into the Ice Palace is to destroy...
That makes...
the
I would but the influence of the Albs is not as... Losses have been high, and the free people have become more organized. At least with it. Some converters have maintenance issues, or have been shut down, like the one in Edan. But none of that is helpful, as long as enough Elex...
Tell me more about your past at the Ice...
I already told...
You can't You want to take power.
What makes you...
The Separatist leader, Sestak, told me. So what is it that you...
And you believe...
He didn't give me a reason to doubt.
And how am I supposed to wage war? One Alb against Zakor? All I would gain is my own death. I have my...
It's obvious that you are hiding something. You speak of Elex withdrawal and the doubt that plagues you, but none of that fits your appearance. So drop the... We both know. You didn't stop. You found yourself a source somewhere, and you have kept your strength.
I'm not the one pretending to be something I'm not, Commander.
What are you really doing out here, Zard?
And We all must find our own path as...
So you do want...
Challenge. You say that as if it's unthinkable for an alb.
You called for me?
The time is coming. We are close to achieving our evolution. But our enemy is close to completing his work as well. Find Thorold, discover his secrets. I must know what he intends before he dies. You may have lived your life in thrall to that machine, but the Albs existed before the hybrid took control. When the Albs searched for an identity, it was the hybrid that gave it to them. He gave us all worth through war.
Don't pretend you want peace, Zardom.
The hybrid's last orders to you were to kill Thorold the Pilgrim.
And who should... It seems many in Zakar are beginning to question the hybrid's rule, but none have given me answers. None have said what the hybrid's plan is. What is it we've fought for, Zardom? Don't you at least want to know that?
While first Alexator...
Ruin? Why not victory?
You know the directive requires all Elex must be delivered to the hybrid. He says he must reach the peak of evolution perfection to secure the future of our people. But what will be left of our world at the end? All Elex means exactly that. All the Elex on Magalan. But do you think that the hybrid will ever be satisfied? What will happen when it has consumed all the Elex on Magalan? What then, Jax?
So you think the hybrid is... that it has a different goal?
I don't question his goal. I question our place in it. Do you believe that when the hybrid evolves, the Albs will serve at his side? After it has kept the truth and power for so... No, Jax. After we have exploited the lands of the free people, the hybrid will... The first Alexator, Tarek, is too blind. But I know that once he is done with the rest of this world, the hybrid will extract the remaining Elex.
You claim you're doing this for the Albs, but then you're prepared to kill them for your own cause?
It is a sacrifice that is painful to all. But the hybrid has blinded many of our brothers. There is no way to free all Albs, but with the blood of those who... But you will need to decide who you will back soon. This force must be stopped.
How do you
The only thing that would drive the hybrid soldiers from the Ice Palace. The converter in northern... If we could shut it down, that would show the Albs the limit.
If you want war, then where is your army?
None. My soldiers stayed in Zakor. Such is the power of Elex. Such is the power. But I'm not without power. I do have a force that...
If it isn't in Zakor...
I have told you my aims. I have told you... For now, I will concentrate. If you will play your part in the struggle that is to come, then I will tell you this. There is a camp in the mountains between Idan, Abessa, and Tavar. They are a force waiting for a leader.
Are you allied?
Our cause in defeating the hybrid matches theirs. But I will do nothing to endanger the future. Each of the factions has their... I heard that the Duke of Tavar is constructing a... What we don't know, or how an outlaw has put...
So,
If you think I can acquire enough Elex to maintain my... Yes, I can, but I have only enough to reduce. If you are looking for magic outside Zakor, then you will have to look to the Berserk.
Is Berserker magic as strong?
Some of them are very effective. Their mana has allowed the magic of Edan to evolve a lot of power. I heard of a mage in the domed city with the power to fight an Alexitor. And as a Berserker living beyond the borders of Edan, she might...
What if the Alexitors in Zakor learn?
Sooner or later, the Alexitors track down every Alb outcast. The question is whether or not we can survive until we...
Do you think you have the strength?
No, not a... And you should know that an Alexitor... I think he has...
How do you...
You've hardly... But he only has suspicions that you survived. He has no proof for now. If the Alexitors were to discover that you live, now you know my thoughts. And it is time for you to tell me your plan.
I want the person who got me into this situation. I want Calyx.
For what? Revenge? Your brother doesn't want anything to do with you. He will kill you the first.
He's my brother. We fought.
And how will you get close enough to speak to him? He is protected by a whole unit of soldiers in combat.
I will find him.
Well, support me in my cause.
You think you can do that?
Yes. And you know I am your best option.
You will...
Then help me achieve the things I need to turn the balance of power back in our favor. Help me shut down those... Do that, and I will tell you, for my part, I will order my forces to infiltrate Zay. I want a better idea of what is happening in the Ice Palace and the Red... I will see you back here.
The Duke of Tavar's bomb was really a fighting machine. He developed it with a cleric prisoner, the aim of attacking...
Developed? Does that mean...
Yes.
Good. Then we... Good. But
I have recruit... Her name is...
Good.
The Berserk...
We will need to call upon you when we face the Alexitors. I will be here...
Zardom has recruited me to help.
Then you have moved in the right direction. You should be prepared to go to Zard.
He said little.
In any case, I will continue.
Good to see you.
The data we are gathering should be really useful.
Hey, wait! I want to check it out.
Where?
It's up on the high borderlands between Adan and Tavar. It feels like it will be big enough. You may have once been an owl. I respect...
Well, life doesn't get dull with you around.
There's a war coming. Something is happening in Zakor.
Make sure you choose the side knowing the clarity of the ground.
No. Too easy.
Elex. They'll do anything for it.
What good's...
How many people have we lost? And you still think that?
Those
You're an
animals are
idiot.
just...
Have a safe journey.